Yes, Daddy.
I only want you for the money and the clothes and for the bills. That's it.
Desirability level, American women are at the bottom of the global barrel.
It turns out ChatGPT is a passport, bro.
Women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
So I married a Japanese woman.
Y'all, I'm an alpha female, and I tell people right up front, I'm an alpha female.
And you just mad. That's it. You just bitter, baby.
Why do you think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Welcome to the channel. Today we are reacting to some videos that are showing why some men are going abroad to find love. Be sure to stick around to the end and you'll see why some modern women are furious. Let's get into it. Don't forget to trigger that algorithm, like and subscribe.
Passport bros, you guys ready for another success story? The house is spotless. She cooks every day, and I've just taught her the only thing she needs to know in English. Oh, thank you, honey. Say something.
Yes, Daddy.
See?
I only want you for the money and the clothes and for the bills. That's it. If you ain't getting my hair done, if you ain't getting my nails done, if you ain't doing nothing for me, then I don't need you here. It's not 50-50. It's not 80-20. It's 100% to zero.
100% to zero is crazy. But hey, she laid down her rules. It's for you to decide if you're gonna be the simp of the year.
It's one side. Look, that's why American relationships are failures. That's why American women on a global context are the worst for relationships, long-term period. That's why the divorce rate is the highest in the world here. And that's why on the desirability level, American women are at the bottom of the global barrel. This is all statistically documented from men, because at the end of the day, the ones who decide if a woman is valuable for a relationship is men.
Well, the man is the person that's going to have to, obviously, propose and buy the ring and all that stuff.
Give them the ring.
Real
exactly.
quick.
Passport bros, they're writing news articles about us now. The tides are turning. Apparently TikTok is divided. We need someone to settle this argument once and for all. I asked AI and it turns out ChatGPT is a passport, bro. You guys are gonna lose it over this. Look, I'm an American man looking to date abroad using all statistical data. We're gonna score countries on beauty, fitness, friendliness, loyalty, and cost of living / dating. It only has data up until 2021, and of course this is a generalization. Take this with a grain of salt, guys. Coming in at first, we got Brazil, then Colombia, third is Ukraine, fourth Russia, fifth the Philippines. Coming in behind them, Thailand, Spain, Italy, Sweden, Poland. We're gonna have to expand this list. So I expanded it to the top 30, and United States is not on here. We have to be fair, guys. I did the same thing for men with slightly different criteria, and we got blown out of the water, guys. There was a clear winner. Criteria was handsomeness, fitness, loyalty, kindness, median income. Coming in at first place, we have Italy. They absolutely destroyed on these metrics. The runner-up was Sweden, Australia, Spain. United States, though, we're not too far behind. Came in fifth place. Canada, Brazil, Germany, France, United Kingdom. So if you take men and women from these countries and put their international dating score together, you can see the gap between American men and women is massive. But let's be honest, it's all preference. If you like the way Colombian or Filipino women look, or maybe you vibe with the fact that they're traditional and family-oriented, you should go out there and try dating, absolutely. I will not shame you, and you shouldn't let anyone else do it either.
Hey, number 5 ain't bad for the fellas that are stateside. This is a good time to check in. Did you see your country on that list? If not, comment down below and let me know where you're checking in from.
Pay attention to the passport bros. Like, they're getting women from like the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English.
I mean, come on. She acts like you can't even learn to speak a different language. Okay. I thought love was the international language anyway.
Women that don't have education. Women that don't have education.
Women that don't have education.
What country did the Vietnam War happen in?
Canada.
Do you know what country the Great Wall of China is in?
Japanese.
Do you know what the capital of the USA is?
No.
Ladies, can you name 3 countries besides the USA? Real quick, 3 countries.
Asia.
Oh my God, bro.
Answer this question. I didn't pay attention to history. Anyway, next.
It's just geography.
Africa?
That's not.
Okay, then what's the say? Ladies.
Oh, wait, is that Asia?
Himalayas.
What? Okay. All right. Okay. One more.
Antarctica.
Yeah, let's worry about why men are going overseas to take advantage of those poor, uneducated women.
So I married a Japanese woman. She's absolutely awesome. Let me tell you a little story. For around 10 years, I was dating around in the West. A number of terrible relationships full of testing, talking, downright emotional abuse, really. My heart completely shut. I just couldn't open up to anyone anymore. Then I went to Japan. And within 3 months, I met my wife. She was just so caring, so supportive. She genuinely wished for me to feel happy. She was the one who finally managed to unlock my heart. I fell for her. I don't wonder at all why #passport bros exist.
These are my thoughts on the passport bro situation. Me as a foreign man myself that have been to many different countries, I noticed the difference how foreign women treat their men compared to how American women treat them. And I'm not going to bash American women, but we all can agree that American society promotes hookup culture, promotes infidelity, does not promote marriage, does not promote respect. And that's both sides of the coin. Men and women do not have traditional values. The type of man that I am, when my woman gets pregnant, I'm going to take care of everything. I wanted to stay at home. I wanted to relax. I wanted to chill. And some women are cool with that. Some women are not. Typically, foreign women with traditional values are okay with that. You really don't have to on another person's preference. Trust me, if I want to start a family and I want to get married, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to Jessica. I'm going to go talk to Maria. But results may vary.
I can definitely agree with the sentiments that results may vary. Be sure you try it before you buy it, fellas.
Women who are upset with the passport bros. So there's 2 ways you can handle life, right? You can either be bitter and angry at the people who have the things that you want, or you can learn from them and learn how you can obtain it for yourself. Personally, I prefer to go for option 2, because option 1 just leaves you bitter and filled with resentment, but your situation doesn't change. Whereas at least with option 2, you have a chance of actually changing your situation. If you don't like your outcomes, change your behavior. You can shame these men as much as you want. You can put down these women and put down their home countries as much as you want. You're still going to be single. It's not going to make you any more desirable to these men. A smart woman would learn a thing or 2 from these women. A less smart woman would choose to call them uneducated, desperate for opportunities, poverty-stricken. But regardless of all of these things that you think they are, they're still able to get the men that don't want you.
She knocked that out of the park, because if they're all those negative things and they have a man, but you don't, what does that say about you?
Hey TikTok, I have a confession to make. Over the past few days, multiple news articles have come out. I'm in contact with Vice and New York Post, so more on the way. And before they do, I want to tell you guys the truth. When you see me hanging out overseas with beautiful Colombian or Asian women, people have suspected for a long time that these women are being paid, or they're poor and uneducated looking for a come up. And the truth is, she went to Cambridge and she has her own money. Truth is, dating in America is probably the worst place in the world to date as an American man. Some women in the West are taught men ain't masculinity is toxic. At the same age as some women in other countries are taught the little things you can do to help a man feel heard and respected. Like how boys are taught to open doors or give flowers to women. People need the passport bros to be losers or predators, because then they don't have to wonder why intelligent, successful, genuine men are leaving and having the time of their lives. The truth is, American dating culture has 50% single men, 50% divorce rate, 70% initiated by women. And it's the fault of American women and men. Some of these guys who are now obsessed with body count were pro hot girl summer, pro girl because they thought they would get laid more, and when it backfired on them, they switched sides. The truth that none of these articles want to talk about is that almost every man who leaves the American dating scene will come back and report that it is dramatically different and so much better.
Come on now, let's be honest. What man was really out there geeked up and excited for a hot girl summer? Out there like, yeah. Really, dude? I will say one plus about this guy. I'm not really familiar with him, but he looks like he's killing it overseas. And from that angle, at least, he looks like he's a little shorter. He might be part of the Short King tribe. Might be something to check into, fellas.
I've been seeing a lot of these passport bros video going around where American women are getting kind of upset that men are leaving America to find their woman. They go to places where women speak a little English, no education whatsoever. However, that's not the reason. The reason why men do that is because the women out there are loving, caring, nourishing, feminine, and the food top notch. So it's like essentially what a man want. Chinese, I'm from Hong Kong. We do men a lot. We are bossy. However, we do been praising them when they're being an excellent man. Versus, I've seen a lot of women in America, they would be like, as he should. You see the difference? Like, that's just very ungrateful. Men are really easy to please. Just give him his time and space. Be his peace of mind instead of a headache when he come home. Respect him. Appreciate him. Let him lead. Trust him. Believe in him. I'm very traditional. And maybe some women are not like that and they don't like that, which is fine. Do whatever that works well for you. And what I've been doing has been working very, very well for me. That's why I'm just, sharing a little secret. It's so simple, but it seems like a lot of women don't understand that.
Y'all, I'm an alpha female, and I tell people right up front, I'm an alpha female.
No. Just no.
Listen, me ladies, if you are complaining about passport bros, you selfish, entitled, you a hypocrite, and you just mad. That's it. You just bitter, baby. Do something with that. Listen, first off, you didn't like these dudes before they left. That's why they left. They was trying to get with you, and you had all these masculine traits, so they went somewhere else. Now, I got a passport. I live in Jamaica. Yeah, baby. I date internationally, but I am not a passport bro. I'm just a real dude that has access. But let's make sure we understand what I'm saying here, baby. Y'all been doing the same thing since forever, baby. Y'all been, all you Instagram models, how you think y'all getting to Dubai? Y'all getting to Dubai, y'all going to Spain, y'all going to Sardinia, y'all going to Greece just to pop that thing. That is it. I don't care. Half of y'all, before everybody was traveling the world, y'all was on the chitlin circuit. You know what I'm talking about. Atlanta, Miami, Houston, Vegas, LA. Y'all, babe, we finna go. Y'all going out of town to get with dudes out of town. How about the ones that you only want to date a rich man? I know, I want, you ain't got enough money for me. I don't like, forget you then. So we left. And now you mad. Well, be mad with your mad.
That's one part I never understood. If somebody decided to open up their dating options to the world, why are you upset? You didn't want him. He's leftovers. So why do you feel you need to kick him or put him down or worry about who he's dating? That's it. He ain't above you, baby. He's below, remember? You didn't want to give him the time, and now he's happy.
Yeah, not a lot going on around here lately. Let's just see what's behind this door. No, is there a better door around here, maybe?
They just call him LBH. Loser back home.
I saw this video and I was like, oh, I love this. I know a loser back home. He's the biggest passport bro you might ever meet. And one of the biggest bullshit jerks ever. He's definitely 6 feet or taller. I don't know the exact height, but I know he's over 6 feet. And he's an average-looking white guy. Currently traveling through the continent of Asia and buddy-buddy with an elderly woman in South Korea. He's on a post-divorce journey, and he is loving every minute of it. So to all the women who live in the continent of Asia, please stay clear of the average, mediocre, 6-foot-tall white dude who's coming around.
I don't get it. Why is she so salty? She said he was just an average looking guy. She acts like she doesn't like him. She doesn't want him. So why is she worried about that? He's over there, in her words, loving every minute of it. Did you see all the pleasure that she took when she said he was a loser back home? And she gets on the internet to tell all his business. Only thing she didn't tell was his last name, blood type, last 4 of his social. Hey, go and throw in his mama's maiden name too. All right, lady? How about I get a case of mind your business?
Okay, in my opinion about this passport bros issue, actually, there's nothing to argue about it because we decide who are we going to marry. However, it is not our fault if your man came across to Asian countries to find women and wife them up. You can call Asian women as uneducated, speak a little English. We don't really care because if you happen to come and visit the Philippines, you can definitely prove yourselves that you were wrong.
American guys are going across the country to find Filipina slaves. Girl.
What did I do today?
You cooked dinner. You went to the grocery stores before and got all the groceries to cook dinner. And you cleaned up the room, whole room, and put all my clothes away without me asking for it.
And do I feel like I'm a slave? No. Because what did you do today?
What I do? I bought Starbucks. I took out the trash when I saw you struggling with it. You were going to try to take it out yourself. And, well, I got your nails done the other day.
So it's not a game of who does more for who. It's about thinking what the other person needs and doing it without them having to ask for it. And even if I do just the little things for him, he's always so surprised and appreciative. Which makes me wonder what's going on over there in America. And mind you, we're not taking them away from you. They're coming to find us.
Seems that they have a great relationship. I'd watch that finger though. I wouldn't want it wagging at me.
Why do you think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries. Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
I feel like in other cultures, a lot of women are more submissive.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
It's a little bit more stricter on women, so like they can't really like do what they want to as far as going outside.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
Men are traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education. It's because they want a woman who is dependent on them.
You think those women are ignorant slaves, or are they happy?
I think they're doing what they think they're supposed to.
Go away. Go find your women wherever you want. If you want a woman who barely even speaks English and just has to suck your go for it. That's
Well, I'm just asking on behalf of those
emotional damage.
Go for it. That's
Well, I'm just
The man is really the prize. I don't know why.
Ew, girl, no.
Yes. I'm starting to feel like men are really the prize because literally as a woman, we have to wait on the man for everything. We have to wait on the man. We have to wait on the man. We can date whoever we want, but we can't marry who we want.
Women are the prize. That's what the people get.
Well, wait, hold on. If high-value men are rare, why wouldn't the high-value man be the prize?
They're not the prize because what was there?
There's less of them to go around.
A man.
They're more rare.
Yeah, where are they? I've been searching.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That would make them a prize.
They're not a prize.
A diamond.
If something is hard to get and it's rare, wouldn't you be excited when you find it? Wouldn't it bring joy to your life? Wouldn't it be say it with me now, a prize? Wouldn't you take pride in the prize? All right.
The same show of hands for the girls that said that they are the prize in the relationship. Yeah. Okay, can I ask you this? Do you as a woman have to have money to attract a man?
No.
You don't need money, okay.
Yeah.
Do you need status to attract a man?
No, I don't think so.
Do you need to be the most fit girl in the world to attract a man? You don't, right? Do you need a career to attract a man?
I know.
No, you do not.
Uh-huh.
Guess what? All four of those things that I just named, every man needs to have for them to even attract some type of...
9 times out of 10, you are not getting these men in their prime. And the reason why this garbage started in the first place is because these passport bros went around and said, oh, look at this other group of women. They're so much better than you. And that will naturally put anyone on the defense. That about these foreign women talking about, I got your man. Girl, those girls, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to be gone in 24 weeks, if not 3 months. Because guess what? They're going to realize that those guys were discarded and unwanted for a reason.
These are some pretty weak excuses to try to scare men off. I mean, she leaves in like 3 months. Couldn't you just find somebody else?
Look, when you say that you're a passport bro, I'm just keeping it real. When you say that, you are publicly admitting that you don't have the personality, social skills, or the confidence to get a lady in your country.
Guys, do not marry a woman from the United States.
Sadly, I'm starting to resonate with this dude's message. The longer I live in this country, the longer I deal with misandry, the longer I see social media, the less hope I have for women in this country, bro. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how handsome you are. It doesn't matter how tall you are. A lot of these women here seem like they want to have a problem with men. So, don't deal with them. I've been to Kenya, been to Argentina, been to Honduras, Belize, Grand Cayman, St. Martin, Australia. I've been all around the world, and women outside the country are just much more friendly, at least in my experience so far. way more feminine. Girls in Argentina was buying me food randomly, just wanted to take me out, and it was crazy. I wasn't even trying to date them, and they're like, "Oh, come with us, we'll buy you lunch." And I went because I like eating. So, but yeah, dudes, get out of here, bro. Don't waste time if you don't have to. Get your passport and dip.
So you mean to tell me there are female simps? I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that even possible? In Argentina, they got women buying men food, simping for men? Hey, it ain't tricking if you got it.
If you're wondering why the Passport Bros movement exists, watch this.
The Passport Bro movement in America exists because men in America, they lack motivation, they're mediocre, and women in America have to work, they get educated, and they start making money because they have to. So why would American women have to put up with a man that don't have any of those qualities? These passport bros, they think they can go to another country and offer this woman, and he says it in the video, that if he goes to the Philippines and he offers a woman a better life, he said it right there, he's just basically manipulating these women into thinking that they're gonna have a better life with them, which they might, because they may live in very poor areas. But guess what? If you bring her to America, that's expensive. You're going to have to work your ass off. You're going to have to be the provider. You're going to have to pay for all her bills. If she doesn't have an education, you might even have to pay for her education, and she might end up leaving you. Because life here is different, and you can't expect women in America to be like the women in other countries. You can't expect women here in America to go for a guy that's below them. If I go to school, I make 6 figures. I want a man that makes 6 figures too, or more. Because men in America, they want their women to go 50-50 on the bills and 50-50 maybe on the household and the chores, which usually is more like 90-10. So why would a woman here settle for some loser? We have high expectations because we can.
So she's advocating for men to pay for women in America, for them to cover their portion, and they're not going 50-50. But she began by saying that if you go internationally, you're going to have to pay for all their stuff. And there's that poor education again. You have to get the girl a degree. But isn't that the same thing? So what's the problem?
Like,
yeah,
when you're
like,
like, you know, they're submissive 100%.
Like other places, the girls are better, but the thing is
friendly,
that
they smile. Where have you been where your have been real top tier? Where have you been?
when I went to Romania, that opened my eyes.
Like, okay, what are those women like?
Well, for one, they're not loud, they're not obnoxious, they don't interrupt, they don't interject. They just have more feminine. Like they'll like without you asking, they'll like clean the place up.
They have
you know
less,
what I mean?
less bodies, and like let's say for example they're dating one person, they don't go to the next person. Okay, let me see what he's like, or he's like.
They embrace their femininity.
Yeah, they one person at a time.
They take great care in appearing a certain way. You know, making sure that their appearances are up to par. When they're another big thing I notice is if like you bring them in public, they don't talk when you're with other guys. They'll be quiet. They don't really speak unless they're spoken to, because they don't want to embarrass you. So just like little things like that like American girls really like don't do.
I try to. But do back to things. This, I really, those are the.
Oh my God! Hey yo! Oh my God! I dare you. What you trying to be on? What you trying to be on? I'm on whatever you want. I'll beat you. What you trying to be on? If you really, what you trying to be on? It's whatever. I'm trying to be on.
Somebody know it.
One day that I'm gonna rock this.
Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
So you are so upset that he is going overseas that you're willing to put yourself on the no-fly list? Poorly educated.
Sazón Miriam. Mejor.
Now, I don't know what they were promoting, But I tell you this, sales went up that day. Through the roof. And speaking of going up, go ahead up and hit that like button and subscribe on your way out. I'll catch you on the next one.